This is Lunacid, a dreamlike, dark fantasy dungeon crawler that's full of cute girls, amazing music, unspeakable horrors, and Clive, the skeleton. Lunacid is a clunky little game inspired by Kingsfield and Shadow Tower. It's cozy and nostalgic, it's atmospheric, surprisingly scary, and some parts might frighten you. Lunacid is very strange. One moment you're strolling through a beautiful, serene forest, getting tricked by a sexy green lady into drinking a potion that gives you stomach cancer. And then you jump down a hole and end up in a nightmarish, unholy place where death itself appears and chains you up like a good boy. Some of the environments are hellish and evil with oceans of blood and catacombs full of the undead, while others are relaxing and beautiful, with some of the most soothing music I've ever heard. The world of Lunacid is bleak and hopeless, thanks to a giant fish that rose up from the sea and filled the skies with poisonous fog. Everything sucks, and people deemed undesirable are thrown into a massive pit called the Great Well. That includes you. And there's only one way out. After being thrown into the well, you wake up in a place called Hollow Basin. It's a peaceful area full of giant friendly snails, and you're given no direction at all, other than a sign on the wall telling you to find that fish and kick his ass. You're a weak little pussy, and the combat starts off slow and clunky, but as you find equipment and level up, you get ridiculously strong. And if you put enough points into dexterity, your thighs become so thick, delicious, and powerful that you can just jump out of the well. After some exploring, you'll run into a demon girl called Demi, and she takes you to a place called Wings Rest, a safe haven for those trapped within the Great Well. It's comfy as hell and it's full of cute girls. Demi, the demon girl, can usually be found sitting on her throne or playing the lute. She's very sweet and occasionally gives you presents. There's Itna, the alchemist. She's a ghost and she's here to help simpletons like you with alchemy. The anthropomorphic crow girl is Cheryl. She's the local merchant and stirs something deep inside me. And then there's Clive the skeleton. Clive is my boy, my main man, and the cutest girl. He tells cool stories, and Itna gives him endless health potions so that he stays young and sexy, and his bones strong and calcified. You can return to Wings Rest anytime you want, to stock up on supplies, relax, or to flirt with the girls. Your next stop is the Temple of Silence, an evil sanctuary full of undead cultists who are tricked by a schizophrenic wizard named Abdul into ascending, which caused their brains to escape from their bodies. It's dark and creepy as hell with branching paths, secret walls, and an ominous vibe that might make a little bit of pee come out. The game really opens up after the Temple of Silence, and you're free to explore the rest of the world in whatever order you want. Most of the areas are completely optional, you're not given much direction, and you're gonna get lost. But that's part of the fun. The levels play out pretty similarly, but each one has its own distinct atmosphere and vibe, with a ton of variety between them. The game goes from being relaxed and chill to unnerving to completely horrifying, and then back to chill again. You'll come across classic dungeon crawler critters, demons from the abyss, women, this guy, and a bunch of other evil-ass monsters that want to peel off your skin and suck out your spleen. Thankfully, there's a shitload of weapons to kill them with, like lesbian vampire swords, a katana that makes you blind, and the Moonlight Greatsword. Some weapons are great, some are completely fucking useless, and some start off as useless but get pretty strong once you upgrade them. They all suck compared to magic though. Even the super secret sword, which you can only obtain during a real world full moon that's capable of killing death itself, doesn't hold up to just throwing rocks at things or replacing a little bit of ice on the ground. But the game's pretty easy, so you don't have to min-max. Just use the weapons you think are cool. The spells, though, are disgustingly overpowered. You can shoot nuclear bombs, jump 100 feet into the air, summon an army of snails, and give life to inanimate objects, causing them to do nothing but scream in pain horrifically until you put them out of their misery. There's even a powerful secret spell called Corpse Transformation, which instantly kills you the second you cast it. You can find it in the Forbidden Archives by staring at this little fella for about 10 seconds. That might seem unintuitive, but if you're schizophrenically inclined, it makes perfect sense. The Forbidden Archives are one of my favorite areas, and you can access them once you realize that White Boy can in fact jump. It's a massive area full of snails, chimeras, the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and remember those undead cultists whose brains escape their bodies? Here's where their brains went. The Forbidden Archives are beautiful, with a peaceful, relaxing atmosphere on the outside that gets funky as hell as you delve deeper. And at the heart of the Forbidden Archives sits a dirty old man with his grippers out. You can trade him black books, which are degenerate smut novels filled with strange, unusual imagery that can be found hidden throughout the world. In exchange, he'll give you some of the most interesting spells in the game, including a spell which lets you communicate telepathically with basically every enemy. You have to decipher what they're saying using a stone tablet, but you'll find essential, cryptic clues hidden in the dialogue like, "Shush shush, don't step on me, cheese." There's a lot of hidden things in this game. There is treasure and secrets everywhere, most of which you'll find behind illusory walls or inside evil-looking holes. Sometimes you'll find legendary artifacts. Sometimes you'll spend 10 minutes spawning in coffins to climb up a pillar just to find a useless piece of shit dagger that's outperformed by the starting weapon. And sometimes you'll cheese your way into some random hole that feels like you shouldn't be able to get into, which leads to a gigantic secret area. And in the fetid mire, behind some illusory walls, you'll find Jaleisha the Slime Girl. She's a succulent pile of oozing meat and mucus, and my beautiful little cum princess. After learning that her boyfriend Bonard is cheating on her, she makes herself your girlfriend and gives you a magic ring. It's really stupid, but also very charming, and the game is full of whimsical little secrets like this. Lunacid looks amazing. It has a nice crunchy aesthetic with gorgeous environments and an old school feel that takes me back to when I was a kid, when my parents were still happily married. But where the game really excels is the atmosphere. The dreamy environments fit so well with the music, and they draw you in completely. The world is scary and evil, but it's also soft and whimsical, with a strange kind of sadness to it. There's environmental storytelling, skeletal storytelling, and NPCs showing up randomly throughout the game to scare the shit out of you, share some clues about what's going on, and complain about getting their ass beat. It breathes so much life into the world and makes it really fun to explore. And that's what Lunacid's all about. It's about exploration and getting lost in its world. You're dropped into this huge area full of secrets and mysteries, and you're left to explore it on your own. If you want to skip through entire levels, you can. If you want to crawl along at a snail's pace investigating every suspicious wall, strange hole, and little gleam of light, you can do that too. It's not the best game ever made. It's clunky, and I have no idea what the fuck is going on with the story. But there's just something so compelling about it, and despite all the horror, it's a comforting escape from the stress of the outside world. It's not for everyone, but if you like retro dungeon crawls and cute girls, you'll like it, I promise. And if you need more, there's a standalone prequel called Tears of the Moon, where you play as Clive and try to save the world, as well as a DLC that's in development that should come out any day now. I love this game. Play it or I'll commit an act of great evil.